To appreciate the genius of what I think this week's video is, please indulge me in this reenactment. What should I wear for this week's video? I really gotta do better with my dirty laundry situation. I'm making a laundry hamper. Pinterest, here I come. Oh, I like that one. That one's even better. I could do that as well. Make the doohickey and then the lever, but motorize it. Oh, no, but then I have to go across town to get the wood there, but then the motor from that other store. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I have real responsibilities, adult responsibilities. Okay, let me just see what kind of fabric I have. I mean, yeah, it was nice of my sister to give me all of this batting, but I have no use for it. Eventually, I'm just going to have to throw this stuff out. The batting becomes the structure of these bags/baskets, and then I just skin the outside with the various bits of fabric I have left over. I'm a genius! I'm a genius! I'm going to start off by doing the experiment first to see if this works. So I'm just going to cut out one panel here, starting off with the batting. And I want to do a quilt stitch to attach these two together. So I'm going to make my little markings here. And the real test, is this fabric too stretchy? All right, pull from behind. That seems to be the key here, okay. Are they the straightest lines? I don't know, but I'll get better at this. It's a laundry hamper. Come on. We're not winning awards here. Calm down, Corn. Calm down, okay? Ugh. As I suspected, it was all just too stretchy. I mean, look at those lines. They're pretty wobbly looking, and the fabric is stretching in different directions depending on which way I was sewing. This isn't going to work. However, it seems my genius has struck again, because returning to the source, on the outside is the fabric that I used to make my bomber jacket. In the middle is all that thick batting, but then on the other side is this thin, almost paper-like tissue feeling like fabric, but it has some good strength and rigidity to it. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to start in the middle. And what I've done on the underside is I've drawn the little grid pattern that I'm following. So it just ever so faintly shows through on this side. My brilliance only continues. That's one done. Another one coming up. I'm getting quicker at this quilting thing. And boom, that's two of them. I want this to be the inside of the bag once it's done, so flip that over so the batting shows. Measure out my little squares in the corners along the bottom. 4.5. Take my other piece, put that down, line them up. Just gotta make sure I push the batting underneath so it doesn't get caught on the presser foot. Like this. All right, lift that up. Come on, go under there. Now open up that little square in the corner, pin it closed so it doesn't move on me. These are not soft, pillowy clouds I'm sewing here, as opposed to what it may look like. Okay, this is working all right. For the outside, I'm going to use this fun white fabric, which I made a shirt out of and proceeded to never wear. But white, of course, that's going to get dirty when it sits on the ground all the time. So along the bottom, I'm putting this dark gray stuff. I, of course, sew these pieces together. I repeat this, cutting out the squares from the corners along the bottom business. I make the outside exactly like I do the inside, except along this one side here, I do need to leave a gap. For the handles, I'm using that exact same gray. This top white stuff, of course, being a little bit of interfacing. Time for the grand assembly. And so first in with the handles. And now the outside shell. And so this has to go like that, the other way around. Give everything a nice little tug. And now run a seam along. Remember that hole I left on the side? Well, now it's time to flip everything through there. Come on. In you go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Beauty. And now finally, sew shut that little hole that I turned everything right way around in. So here it is, the finished bag, and you know what? I really like the way it looks. I think between this dark gray at the top and the bottom, this fabric on the side, kind of nice. I'm a big fan of the way the quilting looks on the inside. It gives it a plush, luxurious kind of look, you know? But of course, what good is this pretty bag if it isn't functional? So, most important test, does it stand on its own? It does. Let's say I want to toss a pair of dirty underwear from a distance. Put this thing in place and put my current dirty laundry in there. Now, I would like to have another two of these, so that way I have one for whites, colors, and darks, pre-sorted. Just go do my laundry. I gotta get back to that pesky old thing known as my work and take care of my responsibilities. So